All right, here we are at the Eyepiece, doing a simulcast tonight, streaming not only to Night Skies Network, but we are also streaming to our YouTube live stream. Testing this whole thing around a little bit more tonight. We did some testing last night, just trying to get used to the software, the workflow, etc. Oh, we had something go through our field of view there to our planetary nebula. That's kind of cool. We are looking at M76 right now. And we are broadcasting from Middle Tennessee, here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I have the equipment descriptions there in the description area of the live feed. It is a Celestron C8, using a focal reducer to get it from f10 to about f3-ish, somewhere in that range. Lodestar monochrome X2 guider camera as our imaging and live viewing device. On a CG5 mount. So rather modest equipment. And let's see here. We are guiding. We are on a 45-second exposure right now. And we are stacking the image here. This is a planetary nebula. What we are looking at. The planetary nebula is Messier 76 M6, as it is referred to. And let's go ahead and show you just about where we are in our night sky here. So this is Messier 76. This is, of course, a colored image of the view that we are seeing. Our orientation is slightly off, looks to be about a 90-degree offset there, but you certainly get the idea of what we're able to see right now. Our seeing conditions here relatively clear, but we do have some very thin clouds moving around. So they are going to be coming and going probably in our view, but getting used to doing this broadcast on NSN with some software and also doing some other broadcasting here on the live stream with a piece of software, streaming software. So I'm getting used to both of these applications. But let's go back. So of course our image is here, Messier 76, planetary nebula, magnitude 10. It is in the constellation Perseus right now. Let's go to our standard view here. I'm not sure how much of a delay it is between me moving around, but it does seem to be quite a bit of delay. I'm waiting for my live stream image to actually kind of catch up. There it goes. So gosh, that's about a 4-second, maybe even longer delay. But anyway, here you are seeing an application called Sky Safari, and we are flashing there. Oops, where are we? There we go. Now we'll move it into the center of our field of view there. And we'll zoom out a little bit, make sure that my views are matching what you're seeing. So we'll zoom out a little bit more so you can see eventually some of the ground here, hopefully. There we go. We're finally getting zoomed out enough to where you can start to see some of the ground. Okay, so as you can see from the portion on the bottom there, and sorry NSN folks, I don't think you're picking this up. This, what I'm doing is from the streaming software. Hey there, Andy. So this is for one group of folks, and the folks on NSN aren't going to see this yet. And I wish I can get this working off of NSN. So hopefully that will happen here shortly. But in the meantime, let me save this. How's it going there, Andy? Yeah, I hear. Well, you're not that far from us. Yeah, you're getting the stuff that was probably in our neck of the woods. I'm in Tennessee, so you're probably getting some of the stuff that we had in our neck of the woods for a while. Alright, so I am going to turn off the sky chart that the folks on the live stream to YouTube are seeing, and we'll go back to our live image that everybody should be seeing, both on NSN and on the YouTube live stream. Just testing some things out here, Andy. Some different software. I'm hoping that this streaming software, Joe or somebody, I posted something on Facebook, can help me figure out what exactly a stream key is, or maybe how to work around that. I don't know with what NSN's looking for. But anywho, pretty good image here, I think, of M76. Let me brighten that up just a tad here. Good. All right, got a few more people jumping in. Oh yeah, which camera you get there, Andy? Love that anticipation of new toys. Of course, with that comes the anticipation of clouds. You know that. All right. Good. Another Skyraider guy. Very good. Been seeing some good stuff with those. Lots of new things out there for folks. Yep, indeed. You got the Sky Raiders, you got the Ultra Stars, you've got the Infinities. What was the other thing? I think that was about it. My satellite has finally faded from my stacks here. So I am kind of bouncing between a couple of different sites right now. We are on Night Skies Network, as I'm trying to diagnose some things in the background to get the streaming software that I'm using called OBS. It's an open source Windows and Mac cross-platform product. Really like the simplicity of it as opposed to some of the other products out there. But I can't get the stream to go up to NSN. And that's just bugging me. Right now I'm just using the standard way I usually do it. Program called Cam Twist that I was having some difficulty with. You get the mono, by the way, Andy, or you get the color one? Skyraider. Nice. All right. Well, good. Here's wishing you clear skies then, man, when you get that, because I know you're going to be excited. Okay, let's see where we're at. All right, we're going to go to another planetary nebula. Yeah, they do have a Facebook page, but it says it's a closed group. I'm not sure exactly what that means on Facebook, really. Whether or not it's just not open membership and they have to approve your membership, or whether or not they're taking new folk. I don't know what that means. But yeah, they do. Okay, we are going to scoot on over to M27. It's going to take just a bit of time to go because it's on the other side of what we call the meridian. I usually like to stick on the eastern side if I can, but why not check out M27 while we're doing some planetary nebula. There's quite a few out there to check out. Okay, drop my exposure to 5 seconds. Try to manage everything for what everybody's looking at. So for the benefit of our YouTube stream, I will go ahead and show you all what we're going to be looking at. Now, of course, this is not going to be colored as the image that you see up here, but we are going to be able to get a lot of cool detail, I think. It's just a little bit high on this view. So let me scoot it down and then we'll start a longer exposure here. It's just barely coming through on the screen. Let me go a little bit further. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Okay. Let's do 45 on that one too. Okay, here we come with M27. Planetary nebula in the constellation Vulpecula. Like that name. Okay, move my screens around here. Lots of different screens. Alright, so coming up live here in a moment is M27. We've got about another, there it goes, bada bing. There is our M27 coming through pretty good. Yeah, it's coming through really nice there. All right. Yep. This is another planetary nebula in constellation Vulpecula. We're looking pretty much right now to the south, just a tad southwest, almost directly overhead, not quite. It's pretty high up in the air, in the sky right now. Well, obviously it's high up in the air, right? But its altitude is about 73 degrees. So it's in a pretty clear area for me as far as light pollution goes. This is magnitude 7. Very large as opposed to the Little Dumbbell Nebula, M76 that we were on. This is just the regular old Dumbbell Nebula. Yeah, it's coming through pretty good. Let me check my tracking here. Right when I said that too. Wouldn't you go figure? Wouldn't you figure? Right when I said, let me check my tracking, badoom. Alright, so sorry about the hiccup for the tracking here. We'll try to get a reset of our image momentarily. Kind of happens on a meridian flip for me for some reason. Got Lodestar X2. Oh, nice group of scopes there then. Yep. AVX is a nice mount, no doubt. I saw a lot of those when I was at the Peach State Stargaze, which is actually happening starts tomorrow actually. A few years ago when I went. Nice performing mount. Okay, so here's our M27 back to a normal. I'm going to try to get a few stacks of this before my mount decides to hiccup, but we'll see. So that's a pretty nice view there. Yeah, good. Yep. You going to be going there this week? I wish I was able to, but I can't get the time off from work again. That's about like 2 years in a row. But it happens. Yep, that's cool. Yeah, they got Rod Moley's Uncle Rod coming there this year for a talk. That one would be one I would like to go ahead and catch. Alright, so just checking out my YouTube stream, seeing if everything's going okay there. I think the image might be a little fuzzy for them, so I do apologize for that. But everything looks good here on this end. Okay, got one stack only. Let's go with M27. And there it goes. I think we're going to leave it at that. I think we're going to try to stick with the Eastern eastern side here of the meridian after this target. So I'll leave this up for a bit. And no, I have not taken any dark frames, by the way, so there's, pretty decent amount of hot pixels in here, but they're so small I usually don't mind them popping up. Okay, we're going to roll to M15 here. Right up next, M15 is a globular cluster. And it's on the just looking south right now, right before it gets to the meridian. So I'm going to get that one before it gets too far west for me. The globular cluster in Perseus, by the way. Oh man, it was great. It was really good, man. I mean, you guys had a club building there at the far end. Then you had the observatory, which was a roll-off. I think they were still working on that or something when I was there. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet. And of course, you got just a huge area. It's great. Yeah, the skies were pretty decent too. Turn that off. Alright, so there's our M15. I gotta move that up a bit. Whoop. Wrong way again. Alright, here's M15. We'll make some changes here to it. Alright, M15's globular cluster in Pegasus. And let's see here. It's approximately 33,600 light years from Earth. Magnitude 6.19. Folks thinks it's 13.2 billion years old. Globular clusters are usually some of the oldest things in the universe. And let's see, I'm looking to see about how many stars they might estimate to be in these globular cluster, in this one in particular. Let's see if my Sky Safari app has that information. Well, it's odd. It doesn't seem to have. Huh. Well, nope. It doesn't give us an estimate for how many stars, but it definitely, usually these things have about, or over 100,000 different stars in them. Yeah, it was Andy back to Peach State Stargaze. It was pretty cool to see the variety of equipment there. I remember one guy in particular, man, he had a setup. I think it was a Dow Kirkman telescope on either an astrophysics mount or a paramount. And he was working on his laptop. Sun went down. And he says, all right, I'm going to bed. And he ran the whole scope the whole night with Sequence Generator Pro. I mean, that's some nice automated stuff right there. Oh yeah. I don't know what he imaged or what he, how they looked, but I'm sure it was pretty cool. That's pretty nice, nice little setup. Oh, hey there, Tom. Got my cam twist issue worked out, as you can see. Yeah, that was driving me crazy. I just had to uninstall it and reinstall it again. I'm doing a simulcast tonight. I'm on NSN with Cam Twist, and I'm broadcasting with the program called OBS stream software to the Yahoo live streaming site. Just trying to test out how it would work simultaneously. This way I get it recorded as well. Just not sure how the network and the horsepower, etc. will come through for the live stream, frankly. Well, we'll see. Last night I did it, but that was just to the live stream site, and it came out really nice. So we'll see how it both plays together. Alright, so I got a couple people on the YouTube stream. So let me hop on over and show some things for the YouTube stream that you guys can't unfortunately see. I'm going to bring up my Sky Safari app, and here's a picture of M15, obviously from a professional observatory. And it is magnitude 6.19, and it is in the constellation Pegasus. Pretty much if you were to go outside right now, look towards the south, pretty much straight south. Here we go. Not sure why the whole screen is not coming in for this particular portion, but let's zoom out a bit. As you can see, we've got quite a few globular clusters to our south right now. Here is our south. That green imaginary line is the meridian. It's basically an imaginary line that cuts, separates one half of the sky to the other. And there's M15 right up there. So let's switch back to our live view. There we go. Yeah, it is nice and cool. Went for a walk today. It was great. Unfortunately, though, there's no doubt there's some high clouds, thin clouds out there right now, but not as many as earlier today. I was really hoping to do some solar broadcasting, but with the clouds like they were, it would have really just killed any degree of hydrogen alpha. I think that it would have probably not have been worth it. And I'll just do a little broadcast tonight and call it a night. Hey, what were you using last night, Tom? That was a great little broadcast that you were doing. What camera? Yeah, that's a neat one. Andy's got a nice Sky Raider coming into him this Friday. So we'll see him on here, no doubt. Sure. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm waiting to see some of the other ones, too, out there. I think the Infinity started shipping, as well as the shipping, as well as the what's those other things? The ADIC Infinity and the Ultrastar. Yep. Alright, let's see. Speaking of the Deerlick, why don't we go to get the Deerlick group in our eyepiece right now, gang? Deerlick group is a group of galaxies. So what we'll do is we will get those in here momentarily. They are riding real high right now, almost directly overhead. Not quite, but almost. And we'll scoot on over that. Now these require a longer exposure usually than the modest, 10 seconds I think we were on right there for the globular cluster. Alright, so there's the prominent galaxy, NGC 7331. Let me go ahead and adjust it so that we have it a bit more in-centered. Let's see here. Well, NSN's a great tool for that, Andy, no doubt. It also creates a lot of drainage on your bank account. Yeah. Alright, I'm just centering this up here. Go-tos were dead center last night. Tonight they're just a little off. It's weird how it works. Get it a little bit higher. Probably went the wrong way. Oh my gosh, I actually went the right way. Okay. We'll go 60 seconds on this one. So here we go. Deer lit group coming up. 60-second exposure. Give it a little bit. I'm actually surprised it shows up as nice as it does with just the 5 seconds. That's pretty good. So I'm going to chat for the benefit of our YouTube streamers real quick, since they are able to see a few different things than the night sky group. Here's what we're going for. NGC 7331. It is a galaxy in the constellation Pegasus, but as you can see from the image, it has a number of galaxies also in the same field of view. So we're going to get this galaxy group shortly. This is magnitude 9.5. And like I said, from a perspective of where it is, if you were to step outside, pretty much look up, find the great square of Pegasus, and go a little bit to the northwest of Matar, which is a star in Pegasus, and a little bit higher than that, and that's about where we're looking here. So let me fix this screen a bit more here. Let me zoom out. So there's our galaxy group, 7331 here. And here as we zoom out, our great square of Pegasus, which is very easy to pick up outside right now. Pretty much directly, oh, not quite directly overhead. A little bit to the east. All right, and there is our first snapshot coming up of the galaxies. So I can see 4 there to the left. All right, and let's start stacking this so that it'll be a little bit cleaned up for us and we'll have a little bit better view. While that's going, guys, I will be right back. And gals. Guys and gals. Don't want to leave the ladies out. Alright, hey there, Baz. How you doing? Welcome. Alright, so since this is a galaxy, let's see if we can figure out... Alright, so, gang, we are seeing something that the light left there and it's been traveling 49 million light years. So that's the distance to this galaxy. 49 million light years. Let's see, how are our stacks coming up? All right. So this is a single 60-second? Yes. Single 60-second exposure. Yeah, sorry about that then, Andy. I know it can be frustrating with those clouds. Alright, just keep everybody in the loop. We're at 3 stacks so far. I usually find 5 about being the best and smoothest results. We're really picking up some nice detail in the dust lanes there of this spiral galaxy. So I think we've got... got one galaxy here, another galaxy there, one right here, one over there, and of course our main galaxy between those dots there. I'm going to save this image here. Okay, we're going to go on to another galaxy, Spiral Galaxy 2 in Pegasus. Not sure if I've seen this one before or not. It looks familiar. It's going to be NGC 7479. It's a very interesting looking galaxy. You'll see what I mean by that when it comes up on the screen, no doubt. So that one's going to be coming up here just momentarily. Getting things stopped on the computer and the guiding and all that good stuff. All right. Shouldn't be that far away. This one looks really cool. At least that's what I'm betting. Oh, gotta remember to turn stacking off because it looks like the scope sits still if you don't turn the tracking off. stacking off rather. Just barely visible here in 5 seconds. Just getting a little bit more centered, gang. Oh, that's probably a little bit too high. Drop that down a little bit. Alright, I'm hoping that that's good. Yeah, we'll give this a try. Alright. Okay, we'll see what we get with 60 seconds on this one. Now, more of a benefit for those that are on the YouTube stream or might be seeing this after the fact, because that way it is recorded at the same time. Let's look at our Sky Safari window here. And this is going to be the Spiral Galaxy in Pegasus, magnitude 10.89. And let's see if we can get an idea of distance. 105 million light years away. And there it is, just below Mark Ab and the Great Square of Pegasus there, if we were facing due south looking at that. Alright, so let's look at our window here. So there it is. Let's see if we can make some changes, get some stacking going, and then improve this image a little bit here. The Superman galaxy. Yeah, that's a really neat looking S-shaped galaxy. That is really cool. "60-second exposure." So I'm going to go ahead and start stacking these. Yep, I am tracking. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start stacking these, see if we can get a little bit smoother and better detail. I'm going to go outside too real quick, gang. I'll be right back. I got to check to see if anything's doing up yet. I'll turn my heater on if needed. So I'll be right back. Sorry about that extended break here. So, hey there, Sean. Welcome. Hey there, Andy, number 2. All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, catch you later there, Baz. Thanks for stopping on in. Alright, here's our galaxy. Let me go ahead and save this one. An image. Really neat looking galaxy, huh? What did I say this one was? 105 million light years away. Let's do a little bit of a zoom on this. Really get it kind of up close and personal for a moment. Yeah. Don't want to blow it out too much. $74.79. So let me just save this one. Now that I finally got all that stuff done. 74, yeah, $74.79. And the name just did not want to stick in there. For some reason. Alright, yeah, that's a pretty neat looking galaxy. Okay, let's find another one here. Oh yeah, I know which one we'll go to next. I know which one we'll go to next. Go to a little guy, 7414. Sorry, 7814. Oops. Sure where that would have put us, but Got the scope moving around a 7814. This is going to be an edge-on galaxy. And an edge-on galaxy that is in Pegasus as well. Kind of, let's see, I think that's it to the right. Whoa, 10 seconds is too long for me to try to do this. Okay, 5-second exposure there. We can kind of get a hint of it. Stacking again. No, I'm not stacking. Just the scope ain't moving. Huh. Just trying to get it centered up. Okay, there we go. All right, 7814's coming up here. Let's see what we'll do. Let's do another 60-second exposure. See what we got. Okay, so let's see who we got on the stream here. This, once again, astronomy at the Eyepiece. We're doing a Night Skies Network as well as a YouTube live stream. So let me do a different screen for the YouTube gang just so that you can see what we're going to be coming up with here. 7814 Constellation Pegasus, magnitude 10.6. And it is 40 million light years away. So a very prominent dust lane that you can see there. Yep, there it is. So a fairly close representative of this image here. This is from the Sky Safari app. We are going to stack this at 60 seconds. There's a little guy or something off to the right. I wonder what that is right here. Well, that's a horrible circle. I wonder what that is. Let me see if I can look that up. Thinking obviously it's going to be another galaxy, but I don't see it on my Sky Safari app. Let's see if I can. Ah, there we go. I had best visible. That little guy over there is IC 5381, magnitude 14.1. So that little guy that you're seeing, that should be IC 5381. Well, you know, you still got some decent stuff going on there, Andy, with Hydrogen Alpha. You know, I mean, there was some huge prominences not too long ago. You should have some good stuff with it, but yeah, obviously as it's approaching the lull of its 11-year cycle. Alright, we got 4 stacks here. That's coming across kind of nice right now, I think. Just try to change it. There we go. Alright, so there we are. I don't know if it's me. I definitely don't have this one in my Sky Safari app, but there's something right here, unless that's just something double star maybe that we're just not resolving quite well. You guys seeing that one? Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but I can't look it up to see if it's an actual galaxy or something. Just don't have enough magnitude range for my Sky Safari. If it is anything to worry about. All right, let me save this. And again, it does not prompt me for the name. Gosh, it's annoying. pretty cool. All right, so now there's another galaxy out there that I know of that is much larger and is a face-on, I'm sorry, a edge-on spiral. Trying to remember the number here, so bear with me. No, that's the deer lick. That wasn't it. I think it's... Yeah, I think it's 891. So we'll be going on over to 891 next. So we'll compare these two edge-on spiral galaxies with these prominent dust lanes going through. All right, so I'm going to stop the image on this one. And stop my guiding, and we'll go on over to the next galaxy. Shouldn't be that far away. So what we're looking to bring up here is NGC 891. This is going to be another edge-on spiral. Very prominent dust lane. We should be able to pick up quite well. Much larger in appearance than this one that we were just looking at. There we go. In a 5-second exposure we can see it. So let me just adjust the image up or down a little bit, maybe a little bit left and right, just so that we can get it directly centered. Ow. Hell. Okay, that's looking to be pretty centered up. $45.65, huh? We'll have to see if that's one that we had. Okay, 1 minute exposure coming up. So for this one, we are in the constellation Andromeda. So we spent some time in Pegasus, now we're moving on over to Andromeda. This is more towards our east. Let's see. Our northeast, actually. If you were to find Almach, which is in the constellation Andromeda there, and go a little bit towards the east there between Almach and M34, which would be a prominent open cluster that you would see. Your galaxy would be located between those objects. Alright, so let's crank that down a little bit. It's too much. And here we are. That's a single exposure. And we'll go ahead and we'll get this cleaned up a bit here. Hold on. Okay, let's go ahead and start stacking this one here. So big old edge-on spiral. Ah, okay. Where would that one be? Oh, that's already set then, I guess, huh? Yeah. Oh, the Needle Galaxy. Yes, okay. There we go. Yeah, the Needle Galaxy is nice. Yep. Yeah, there we go. That's 2 stacks so far. It's cleaned up kind of nice right off the bat already. So let's see what we can get. There's 3 stacks, so we're beginning to pick up some subtle detail. You can see the regularity in the dust lane. Obviously most prominent around the core, but you can even see as it extends out, you know, in this region. Alright, so let's look to see how far this guy is. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that Messier missed this one. This is magnitude 9.89 in the constellation Andromeda. And I'm looking for the distance because I always get a kick out of just how far these things are. Oh, this is only 30 million light years away. Yeah, it's coming through nice now. Get a little bit zoomed in here. we're able to pick up some subtle detail now within the core itself. I love examining the irregularity there to the dust lanes itself, and how we can sometimes pick out portions of it that is, you know, extending further out, like that one here, that little knot here, irregularity. Very cool. Hey, catch you later, Tom. Thanks for stopping in. Later. Alright, let me make sure I get a save of this. You know what I haven't done this whole night? Man, I'm bad. I haven't put in any text on these objects. Good Lord, what am I doing? Sorry about that, gang. I usually do that. I don't know why. Got sidetracked running all these other sessions, I guess, here. Alright, I'll save this image here. Okay, we're going to go to a nice big old galaxy, I'm thinking, next here. Should be high enough for us to catch it. Indeed. Alright, so we will stop our exposure on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare and contrast. We've seen some very cool edge-on galaxies that are spirals, but because of their orientation to us, we're seeing them as edge-on and therefore very prominent dust lanes. We got a hint with the Deerlit group there, 7331, but it just wasn't opened up too much. So now what we'll do is we'll go to a face-on spiral galaxy to really see some of the difference with that. So of course I'm talking about M33, Messier 33. So Messier 33 is coming up next, gang. That's funny. That one's looks like that's right there. Right smack in the middle. Huh. Alright, now with this one, it's... I'm actually going to go up to, I think, 90 seconds on this. So, there we go. M33 coming up. A little bit longer than usual, but being that it's a face-on, it's got a bit of a lower surface brightness. So, again, for our YouTube streamers, we will go ahead and share out our planetarium program, give you an idea of where we're looking. So again, we're hanging out mostly in Andromeda, or no, Triangulum rather, for M33, which is just basically towards the east right now. Great Square of Pegasus, Alpharats. Then you head on over to let's see, where are we going here? Triangulum's a very dim constellation. I'm trying to think of the Mirac. There we go. You find Mirac and Hamel, and basically M33 is not quite between both of those. And here it is on our screen here. Bada bing, bada boom. 90-second exposure. Our face-on spiral galaxy. Gotta tone it down, brightness a bit here. There we go. I think I will put... it is. Yep. I mean, it's actually outside of my field of view with this. We're picking up some brighter knots of hydrogen alpha. We're picking up some of the detail in the cloud, or the dust lanes, dust patches, nebulous regions, all this good stuff. Finally put something there to show what we're looking at. There we go. And we're going a bit longer with this exposure. This is 90 seconds. Usually like to keep it about a minute at the most, but you know, it depends upon the objects. And we are stacking this now, so we should get a little bit cleaner as the images come on up. So let's talk about the distance to this object. Let's see. Magnitude 5.69, although I will say that's seems deceptively bright, but because it's a face on, it's pretty difficult to see, at least my visual experience with this thing has been. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's about all that I would ever get to in an 8-inch where I'm at. Just pretty much a hazy portion of a core. Definitely wouldn't pick up any spiral. Although I have not looked at this through my 12 yet at a dark sky site. Uh-oh, did my tracking hiccup? Yeah, it took a little bit of a hiccup with my tracking there. Alright, let's see. I was looking for distance. Okay, looks like this is about 50,000 light years away. No, correction, sorry. That is something else. That's angular diameter. About 2.9 million light years away. Yeah, well, those 0.5 inch and a quarter reducers are pretty popular today. If you get them good quality, I know Malencan makes them. Spacing is always going to be important. I mean, even with my view, as you can see, I've got some field curvature there, definitely on the outside. Stars are very elongated, but for me, it's an acceptable visual appearance. Yeah, they make a number of focal reducers, Andy. 0.5 is definitely their most popular, and they're inch and a quarter, inch and a quarter formats, so pretty good. You get that and some spacers just to ensure that you can, work any spacing that you want to have considered, and hopefully you'll get to as much of a flat field as you can. I've just never messed with the spacing on my setups, really. Just been, satisfied with it as is. Wow. Yeah, the M33 is really looking cool right now. Very nice shot so far, that one. And I think I'm running a little bit on empty here today. I think we will probably end it on this object. See, I've already started yawning. So enjoy the view. This is a face-on spiral galaxy outside of our own. Isn't that amazing to think about? We're seeing another galaxy. I'm always fascinated with that idea, that reality, really. Oh, you need a reducer from the Mac. A Mac to Schmidt? Oh, you mean one just that'll work on both? Andy? Yeah, all right. And the Schmidt that you have is not an Edge HD, or is it an Edge HD? Okay. So yeah, you can. Don't see why the 0.5 inch and a quarter or ones wouldn't work out well for you. They might even be more economical than the 6.3. I like my 6.3, but I just obviously the f3.3 is better for what we do. Those 3.3s are hard to find though. And there's a lot of variance in the quality from what I understood in the f3.3s, the Meade ones that are out there anyway. Oh, the Mac visual back is smaller. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, so there you go. So having the inch and a quarter one will have some versatility for you. And you know what? You can use at least... Well, let me think about that for a second. I was going to say you would have some versatility to use it, but I don't know if you could get it to reach focus on your Coronado 90 or 60, whatever you had there. Yeah, the 90. Yeah, I'm not sure if you'd be able to reach focus, but that's another one of the benefits. If you could reach focus with it, you know, it just permits you to get a wider view of the sun in there. I use it on my 66 with the Quark chromosphere eyepiece setup that I use. All right, man, this is really looking nice here with M33, gang. Really looking nice. Good way to wrap up. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to save this image here. This is about a stack of 7, so we've certainly left this going for a while. 90-second exposures. SX7. Save that. Alright, gang. I am going to call it a night. It was short but sweet. Hope everybody liked it. Just getting used to some different ways of doing things. Andy, good to talk to you. Oh, everybody else left there. I missed Sean jumping off. I know Tom had left, and the other Andy fella, but a number of NSN lurkers and guests, etc. Good night. Take it easy, and I hope to see you next time at the Eyepiece, gang. If you want to see the recorded episode of this, it should be done on the YouTube channel shortly. It's going to be under, I think, at the Eyepiece on YouTube, and it should be labeled at the Eyepiece Live Sunday, October 11th, 2015. If you're interested in checking out this recorded episode. Hopefully, I don't know how the whole streaming quality thing will work as I've been simultaneously on here on NSN. But we'll see. Anyway, later, gang.